the real one.
Maybe it's this person. No? Where are the symbols?
Put her on there.
Yeah. Wow. Happy birthday, America. Oh, what? Oh, that's shit. What? Banana Boat started playing, dude. Daylight come on, me one go home.
What are we, 12 in? What are we,
Is this 12 or 11? Dexter, you got to stop whining or else we got to kick you out.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is a privilege. We're giving you VIP treatment.
Everybody's got to just relax.
Just take a chill pill. I know it is 4th of July, and fireworks are going to be shooting off here any second now,
Right.
but we have to take a chill pill.
And we got to get through this. The longer you guys jerk around, the longer we're going to,
Exactly.
So is this 12?
Let me check.
Is this 11?
I think it's 12.
I'm leaning 12 as well. I feel like we knocked 11 out of the park.
Pretty quick. Yeah. Yep, we're on 12.
So we should probably explain our absence.
Yes. Again, life gotten away. I mean,
what are you going to do?
Exactly.
2 weeks ago, Mother's Day.
And storm.
Yes.
And a big storm.
Yes. And then a week ago.
What was
storm.
it? Big storm.
Big storm.
Maybe 2 weeks ago it wasn't big storm.
Yeah, it was just Mother's Day. I was going to let you,
and then big storm last week.
Big storm last week.
Big storm.
And my dogs were sick.
Yep.
So
exactly.
That was basically it. Dude, fucking dog. He's whining. Bro. All right. We got to pause.
Okay.
All right. And we're back. Sorry about that.
Dogs.
Hey, dad duties.
Duties.
Daddy duties.
Daddy duties.
Daddy
duties.
So, yeah, fuck it, man.
That's just
we missed 2 weeks, but we're back.
We're back.
Shit happens. We're grown-ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish I could do this every day.
Yeah, right. But, we got jobs.
We got
families.
We got holidays. Weather. Unpredictable weather.
Kansas weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but I think
I think
we got a big one to get into today.
Yeah.
It's been boiling.
Yep.
It's been brewing.
2 weeks.
Longer than 2 weeks for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 weeks for you in the audience.
Yeah. Hey, you remember Sleepy Floyd's Game 4 in 1987 in the Western Conference semifinals? Really?
Sleepy Floyd?
Yeah.
No.
Big game.
What happened?
Yeah, hit 34 points in 11 minutes. I mean, come on. Yeah. He was 13 of 14 from the field.
Damn.
8 of 8 from the line. 29 points in the fourth quarter.
In 11 minutes?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sleepy Floyd, 1987.
Who was that for? Who do you play for?
I don't know. It's
Local
one of my,
rec team?
It's one of my stats. I work. I get bored.
Yeah.
Look at random stuff. Saw Sleepy Floyd.
That's a real office job guy type thing to do.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
No,
you got to do what you got to do to get through the day.
Exactly. I got some questions for you here first before we get into anything.
Yeah.
Just some fun ones, just lighthearted. Get the bloods flowing a little bit. Yeah.
Sure.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you got for me?
Let's see here. If you were a villain in a cheesy movie, what would your evil laugh sound like?
Oh fuck! What was that? What was the laugh we were just doing? Oh. I think that's what it would be.
Oh, back at it again.
He'd be like an evil guy from like San Diego, like an evil surfer from San Diego. Oh, you've fallen into my trap again. Oh.
Oh, good. That's good. All right.
What's next?
If you could swap voices with any celebrity for a day,
Ooh.
who would it be, and what would you say on the podcast?
Ooh. If I could swap voices with anyone?
Yeah.
Probably. Probably the Texas Rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Out of Austin, Texas. And I'd probably say, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I'd probably say, welcome to Ross and Steve 24/7. What? Can I get a what?
What?
And we're going to podcast.
What?
We're going to record.
What?
We're going to post video.
What?
We're going to post on social media apps.
What?
Probably say something like that.
Love that. All right, here we go. We're gonna get a little spicy.
A little serious
A little
here?
spicy.
Okay.
Let
Let me put my serious goggles on.
Get them on. Come on now. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever Googled?
Ooh. Big titty MILFs. No, I don't know, dude. Jeez, you put me on the spot here, you know? I'll probably have to say...
I was even expecting that answer. It still got me.
You say you were expecting that answer?
I was expecting something like that. And it still got me.
I knew you had to be expecting something like that.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
All right. What is it? What is it?
Oh, I thought we were saying that's good. That's good. I don't. It's probably got to be something like. Oh man. I mean, probably just like. I don't know. I'm thinking something of like, you know, when you like look up how to have to spell a word.
Oh yeah.
Or like something that like you should know, and then
Right.
you look it up, and it's like, oh. I'm trying to think like.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't know.
Should I still be in high school?
Maybe I've Googled like when is the 4th of July before like something like that.
When's Christmas? Or no, what days Thanksgiving on this year?
Yeah.
What's your go-to dance move? And what's your go-to dance move when you think nobody's watching?
I'll usually twerk that ass when no one's watching. Either that or like the cha-cha slide.
This is in your room after work one day. Just start fucking breaking it down.
Yeah. If my my curtains are down, then yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, that's good. Okay. I'll do 2 more here and we'll move on.
All right.
What's your secret talent that you're too embarrassed to show off, but you're secretly proud of?
Secret. So, okay. Secret talent that you're too embarrassed to show off, but I am talented.
But you like it. You're like, this is fucking cool. It's a little embarrassing, but this is cool.
I mean, probably like 2 years ago, I'd definitely say probably Fortnite. My building skills.
Yeah, you were really good at that. Yeah.
My building skills.
Were you embarrassed about that though? I mean,
see, 2 years ago, yes. 4 years ago, no.
Right. I get you. Yeah, when
See
it
what I
came
mean?
out, when
Right.
the game came out, you're like,
2 years ago,
this is dope.
everybody was like, "This is lame."
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, I'm
pretty
kind of
good
a
at
pretty
it when
good
it come out and play. Want to play with me?
But these days,
It's been a while since I've played.
I wish I could say
Fortnite.
singing, because that's one where like, it's like I know I'm not good,
Yeah.
but I'll sing as if I am,
You're right.
and like, I'll just keep hoping like so bad that one day I'm like I find the right key, and I'm like, boom, there it is, dude.
I'm going on The Voice.
Yeah, where's my agent?
Yeah, Team Adam, please. Team Adam.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I was about to ask. Which team would you go? It's got to be Team Adam.
Not for me. Not for me.
No?
So I like Adam. I really do. Team Blake. I mean, dude has won the most out of anybody on the show.
Has he?
Oh yeah.
I haven't kept up. I probably watched like religiously the first 3 to 4 seasons. I think.
And I watched the last.
Great show,
I haven't watched the last 2 years, but the prior 2 years, like I watched religiously both seasons, and then Blake decided to hang it up.
Yeah, so he's not on there.
He's not on it anymore.
Is Adam still on there?
He came back after like 12 years.
Okay.
He came back.
That was
this year.
That was one of the things where like, and it was similar too with also it was like back in the day. It's just network television.
Right.
There was nothing better.
Exactly.
But like America's Got Talent, and I think I didn't watch it as much, but American Idol, I think same thing happened where it's like you watch a show and like let's even say like 5 to 6 or sometimes longer, 5 to 6 years. It's the same like judges or like even cast like group of people and stuff, and then it changes. And like sometimes you can get lucky and like it's better, or it's like, oh, I like this person too. But The Voice was like at one point, or probably now, it's like there's no one even on it that used to be on it. No. So that kind of sucks. If I wanted to go back and watch it.
That's the thing is like at least for the first 10 years of the show, I think it was Adam and Blake. Those two were there, and the other two changed out every once in a while.
Did it start Adam, Blake, Christina Aguilera, and CeeLo Green? Yep. Were those the first? Dude, yes. I'm saying like if they bring those 4 back, dude, I'm binge watching. Like I'm watching a whole fucking season without a doubt.
But yeah, I mean they've. That's the thing is, I think that's why they kept the show so long, was because Blake was like he was on every year.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean it's still a good show. Don't get me wrong.
It's still going on.
But but I mean like this last season, and I think this was probably good for the show. But this last season it was Adam. Who was it? Adam.
Good show to watch.
Michael Bublé. I can't think of the other two.
Boob.
Oh, John Legend, and what's her fucking name? Kelsey Ballerini. Was this last year? She's a country singer.
Oh, okay.
But they had Snoop Dogg on last season. It was Snoop, Michael Reba, and fucking John Legend, I think.
That's cool, I guess. I mean,
I know. That's the thing is, they just change out their fucking judges so often. It's like, come on,
is it
somebody.
Like, or I just
some
mean
retired fools.
I just mean like with Stoopy. With Stoop Dog. I think I feel like if I was I don't know, but I guess I could. Nah, I don't know, but I feel like I would want a coach that's a singer.
Right.
Like, because I was about to say, like, maybe you could convince me, like, oh, he's in the music industry, he gets it type thing, which, like, sure, maybe, but really that show, at least when I was watching it, was about, like, when they take them into solo sessions and stuff, they're literally working on their, like, singing and shit like that.
Yeah, like pitch and all that shit, too. Yeah.
Snoop would be sick, but you'd just be getting high as shit with him, and it'd be like, come out there and fuck your song up, and you'd be like, well, what do you expect?
Shouldn't have hit that. I shouldn't have that bowl with Snoop the other day.
Shouldn't have hit that Stoop Dog bowl.
Okay, last question.
Hold on, one more thing on The Voice I was going to say was, dude, that's one of those shows that, like, well, 2 things. So I was going to say, do you agree that part of the thing with, like, The Voice and, like, I think is America's Got Talent still going on, too? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of shows.
Yeah, America's Got Talent got pretty big recently.
Oh, really?
Reason. Yeah.
There's a lot of shows like it, but I mean, maybe I've just kind of gotten away from, like I said, the network TV, and maybe you just kind of grow out of shows. But I feel like part of the thing, like with The Voice, my thing is like it's gone on for so long now that it's almost it was such an original show that it has so many seasons now. That it's, and I don't know because I haven't watched it, but I would assume it's kind of like replicated itself in a sense, so it almost like loses its originality,
right? Well,
like in a way,
and
of
the
just
thing
like
is they keep
some coaches might act similar to other coaches,
right.
And like I don't know.
And the thing is, they keep doing different things with it, like adding. You add more people, and then sometimes they have less people on their team.
Which
that
makes
you can
sense.
do steals. You can steal somebody that, like, if you like, during the battle rounds, if somebody's like picks a different person to move on to the next round,
and
they
stuff
can
like
steal
that makes sense because it's like, okay, then they're trying to, make it so it isn't losing its
Right.
originality. But then sometimes then it's like, well, okay, then now you just change the show.
Right. Exactly.
But then my other main point was like, what an idea for a show when that first came out, dude.
No
Like
shit.
the fucking spinning the chairs, right? Like smashing the buttons.
Dude, I want to
spinning
sit
the
in one of
chairs
those
around when
fuckers.
yeah, but like when yeah, definitely. When you like hear the like all you're doing is just hearing the voice.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that's
just
such
listening.
a fucking good concept, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, those first few seasons, like they killed it. I feel like with all the judges,
Mhm.
I liked them all at
Yeah,
least. I mean,
did
like
too.
I think everyone kind of didn't like Christina, but you always have to have the villain.
Right. Exactly.
So
yeah. No, I agree. I still like the show.
I might watch it again.
It's
see if
good.
It's still
I still
entertaining.
I watched a couple. I mean, the blind auditions they do get kind of long just because it gets to the point where you're like, all right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's do something else. Because
Right.
like you have 3-4 weeks of just blind auditions. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
can we move on from this?
Do you think it's because it's just reminded me of something else? Do you think it's because our attention span is just so fucked these days? Because dude, we literally like about an hour or so ago, I was over at my in-laws' house and my fiance's little sister. We all like sat down and we were just gonna watch a movie while we were eating, and she goes on Netflix and she puts on 1917, which is
Yeah.
fine. It was like an interesting movie, but then right as the movie started, she like fast forwarded like 20 to 25 seconds, literally just to skip the universal
Yeah.
like intro screen, like to get right to the movie.
Oh, I
and I
love
was just
that.
like wanted to be like, "Are you okay, dude?" Like,
That's the best part of the fucking movie. Get you
well,
going,
but it's just like,
dude.
just relax. Like,
Come on.
the movie's gonna start.
It's not gonna
fucking
skip all the way through. Oh, I love that. That's gold.
Can we watch this in 1.25 times speed, please?
Just imagine going to the movie theater and just,
Jesus Christ, guys!
hey, Zimmer.
You were saying?
Just imagine going to the movie theater and you're just sitting, all of a sudden you hear a guy, hey, can we fast forward? Can we move forward?
Get past this part.
Can we get to the movie? I don't care about the trailers.
Yeah.
Just move, please. Thank you.
You see a guy up there like skimming, like,
Shit, dude. All right, fuck. All right, we're moving along.
oh god! Now my dogs are all freaked out. Hey, scoot back, Finny. Scoot back, buddy. All right. What was your last question?
So my last question. This is a doozy.
All right. What you got?
If you had to replace your hands with utensils, what would you choose, forks or spoons? And how would you survive?
I think it'd have to be forks
Why is that?
because, well,
Evan, fork hands?
I was gonna say because you'd want something that you could also use as a weapon.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you have right now you got fingies, hands that you can grab stuff, and you got fists.
Yeah, true.
Take those away, you don't just want spoons.
Right.
You know?
Well, and do you like soup?
Not really.
Exactly. Then you know.
But see, what I was gonna say was like, if you're a real foodie, you probably go spoons, because like if you really need to like jab something,
Yeah.
you can get a spoon into
Right.
it most likely.
Right.
Like
And-
what's something you couldn't eat with a spoon? You know what I mean? I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anything.
No. Pizza? Oh, I guess you could really try
You
pizza.
could eat a pizza with a spoon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Who
don't-
invented the spoon?
I don't know, but
That guy kind of killed it.
he really did. Who invented the spork? You know. Now that
some
is what
asshole.
that is what I would have on my fingies.
Probably some French asshole.
Is
I
that
wouldn't go-
is a
I wouldn't go-
spork?
I wouldn't go spork. Just because
I'm
like,
not
you're gonna get made fun of.
right.
You're gonna get called spork hands.
Sporky.
and- yeah, sporky.
Hey,
that's what I was
hey,
saying.
Sporky, come here.
Yeah, and that sounds like a dog's name. So
It's really kind of sounds offensive.
sporky.
If you were walking down Santa Fe Street and somebody turned to you and just said, "Hey, Sporky," what would you do? Would you be offended?
Yeah, I'd be like, what do you mean Sporky. Like it's like, do you mean like porky, like porkly? Like does
Like,
it mean
Would you get sleep that night, or would
Sporky?
you be
Almost
up all
sounds
night?
like an old like Russian slur. Like, yeah, we got to find all the Sporkies. Those damn Sporkies have been spying on us.
So no, get them Sparkies real quick, and we'll put them all in prison.
Dude, so told you about wanting to go to the Cosmosphere.
Yeah, did you do it?
Not yet, but no, listen. Gav reached out, said he'd love to go with me.
Big Gav?
Yeah. Big Gav, Mr. I don't know.
He seems like the type.
I know. Yeah, he does. He does.
He
kind of invited himself.
He seems like the type that would stay at or stand at like a one of their little exhibits.
Yeah.
For about 20, 25 minutes, just admiring it.
See, you say that, but like that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. Is like going to one of those exhibits and like reading every single little one of those fucking.
And what you just said about the short attention span?
Yeah.
That would be me.
See,
if I went with you guys, I'd just be like, all right, guys, let's go. Come on.
But like,
come on. We're going to move on.
Yeah, but dude, like that's like back in the 3rd grade. It's like I just walked by and was like, oh, cool. Space costume, oh cool, rocket. But it's like now I'm older and I can appreciate the story behind some of that stuff.
Yeah, that wouldn't be me. That wouldn't be me. We went to the.
Is there any type of like museum or something like that you would read the stuff? Even if it's like a sports one.
Well,
have you ever been to the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame?
No.
In Cleveland?
Well, we went
wherever.
We're at Union Station in KC. They had a World War II concentration camp museum set up or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean we were there for a while. Shakota and I were there for a while. I mean that's one where I almost read. I tried to read as much as I could, but it was like a 3-hour tour or not tour but museum.
Yeah.
It took a long ass time, and they didn't have any benches, nothing so my legs by the 75% of the way through, I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm ready to go. I need to sit down.
You ever been to San Antonio?
Nope. Alamo?
Brother.
Alamo?
Yes. That place sucks.
Yeah.
That place is ass. I'm not kidding. I don't know. Maybe I was even too young then. But, even my mom, I remember, my mom and dad were like, that was...
disappointing.
Literally, it's and I don't know, maybe it's kind of what you'd expect if you hear it, but it's literally just like one of those old sand concrete type buildings, and that's it. And you wait in a long ass line, and then you just kind of all shuffle through, and it's fuck, dude, it wasn't even that. You walk through it in 15 minutes or something. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay,
all right,
I got it, nice. This
cool.
This is what they defended. All right. And then much more interesting is
this whole thing,
right? Dude, I'm not even kidding, bro. Right across the street from the Alamo is the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, or is a Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah, could we go there instead?
I'm shit you not. We went to the Alamo and then we went there, and I took 30 more pictures at the Ripley's place. That place is sick. It's a it's a Ripley's Believe It or Not wax museum.
Yeah, they have one of those in Branson. We went to one. So they didn't. It wasn't a rip. So they had a Ripley's Believe It or Not down the street a little ways, and then they had the it was the Hollywood Wax Museum.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. I like the Ripley's Believe It or Not better, and I like they had the Titanic. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Titanic Museum, that was really cool. At the beginning of it, after you pay and all that, you get a little card.
Do they have the thing where you put your hand in the water?
It was
Dude,
fucking
I've
cold.
seen it. Yeah, I bet.
And then at the end of it all, they have a list of everybody that died or survived, everybody that was on the ship basically.
Yeah.
And you have your little card, and you go and find out if you died or survived. I've gone twice, and I've died both times. So.
That's all right.
I'm gonna go home now.
Dude,
the one place that I would actually another one that I would actually enjoy being at is recently I've been on snakes for whatever reason.
Been in on snakes.
I hate them, but
reading
about them is fucking awesome, and watching videos and shit on them.
Yeah,
I've been the last 2 weeks, dude. I've been fucking locked and loaded on snakes.
Yes, you got any interesting
snake
facts for me?
Well, not interesting. Well, kind of. So
Or what's like some cool stuff
yeah.
you like seen them do and shit?
No, I mean snakes are icky.
Right.
You ever heard of the boom slaying?
No.
Tell you what, that buddy right there.
Yeah.
If you get bit by one of those fuckers,
Yeah.
you'll start like hemorrhaging and like bleeding out like all your every single
Jesus.
hole that you have on your body, you'll start bleeding out.
Yeah. That's
Shit.
that's not good.
No.
I've always felt like I should learn the types of snakes that are like super dangerous.
Yeah.
Because like you know how there's people out there that are like, oh, that's a copperhead.
Yeah.
Or like that's a whatever.
Well, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I could probably see what
Isn't
is
there
what.
rules of like if it's black, if it's like all black or something? Like
So I mean,
like if it's all black, you never go back or something like that.
right. Well,
Isn't that the
so
saying?
we don't have a whole lot of like crazy snakes in Kansas.
Yeah.
Or really we do in the United States. We have like the eastern rattlesnake or eastern diamondback is like the most dangerous that's here in the United States. But we don't have a whole lot of like crazy snakes. Like we have rattlesnakes, cottonmouths, and like copperheads. Those are like the really kind of the venomous snakes we have here. But majority of the snakes here are like just like rat snakes and
Right.
king snakes and shit like that. They're not
Yeah.
they're not venomous. I mean, and most snakes, they're not gonna they don't want to get near you at all.
Right.
Like
Right.
they just want to go and do their own thing. So it's not like they're just gonna be like unless rattlesnakes are super like territorial.
Yeah.
So if you get in their like territory, then obviously they're not gonna be happy about
Yeah.
that. But that's why they have the warning and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm the same way. It's like I don't want to be like I don't like snakes.
Like I'm not gonna get near any of them. Like if
Right.
I hear a snake or see a snake, I'm running away.
Right. Me too. But it's like I wonder what the
But
like
it's
the
nice-
scary situation is like I feel like it's always like down in Florida or some shit where it's like you find a snake like in your house or
Yeah,
something like
right.
that would just be fucking
Yeah,
scary.
no, that would suck. That would suck.
So what's like or what's the worst? There's probably a handful, but like the like most dangerous type of snake is like a cobra
in
or
the
like
world?
or like an
It's like
anaconda or
no,
some
it's
shit.
called a inland taipan. Like if you get bit by one of those, and they're rare because like sightings are rare because they're like ones that don't want to get near you. But if you get bit by one of those fuckers, the survival rate or the survival time is like under 5 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, they have enough venom to kill 100 men.
Dude, I saw a video about I think it was jaguars, and it was like their bite force is so strong that they'll like sneak up on like crocs and alligators that are sitting in the water, and they literally like when they attack, they crush. It's either like the back of the neck or like the skull. I can't remember.
Of an alligator?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it will just like jump in the water on top of the fucking gator and like just biting its skull and just kill it like within like
fuck.
10, 15 seconds. It's like how fucking insane.
Well, and
is
alligators
that,
have
dude?
like it's basically like fucking armor
So-
on their.
Yeah, and it's like it was either alligators or crocs. I can't remember which one, but like I think it's like in nature, those gators or crocs are the only ones that have a stronger bite force than jags.
Jeez.
It's like more than hippos and like
Yeah.
all that crazy shit. Yeah.
I always thought hippos were like cute little animals.
Yeah.
But they're fucking. Apparently, they're mean.
They're
fuck.
like you said about was it rattlesnakes? It's their thing is they're super territorial.
Mhm, yeah.
And yeah, dude, those scary ass videos of like hippos like chasing
Yeah.
boats and stuff, dude.
And they don't
That's
like.
just like
I
a
saw that like they don't really
creepy
even
looking monster.
Yeah,
just,
they don't even like swim. They just like come up and then they run underwater and they come up and then they run. It's like Jesus, dude.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Like
That's so
God
scary.
damn, yeah, dude.
Getting chased by a hippo.
Anywhere-
Like, that's a place where I might legitimately like piss myself
Yeah.
if I'm getting chased by
Yeah.
a hippo.
Right, and they're fast too, dude. Yeah, that.
Yeah, they're keeping up with boats and
Yeah.
stuff. In
Yeah,
those
I'm gonna
videos.
stay in. I'm gonna stay in Kansas here.
I don't like
We don't have too much.
The
We don't have too
water.
much shit down here. I hate water.
I don't like the water.
I don't like lakes. I don't like
Have you ever
rivers.
been on a cruise?
I'll go on a boat. No.
Would you? Like a
I-
deep sea or
I
like a
don't know,
yacht
man.
cruise like type thing?
That shit scares me, man.
I wouldn't. Like a Carnival cruise, I wouldn't go.
No,
I don't think it's.
I'd consider it, but I don't know if I.
I'm sure I could have fun, but
I just think about sinking the whole fucking time,
yeah, me too.
and then being left out in the fucking middle of the ocean with the fucking unknown.
Yeah, I that's my thing is my anxiety or fear of the ocean outweighs what I think how much fun I think I could have on like a Carnival
Exactly.
cruise or
Dude, imagine
something.
you and I just going on a fucking cruise. We just stay in our room the whole fucking time. Just
Seasick
Are we
and
home? Are we home yet? Can we get off, please?
like I think it'd be awesome to like because like the idea is like you're on this massive boat that like I think doesn't really feel like you're
Right.
like on a boat and you're doing all this shit, doing all these activities, all this stuff, eating, drinking, blah blah blah, and then boom, you're in this country.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then boom, you're in this
Yeah,
cool
right.
place, and you get to go.
You
check
wake
out the
up,
place
yeah.
for
You
a
wake
day.
up. You got the ocean to to wake up to,
right? Like,
which
that
is a
would be
really
awesome.
cool. I think it's a really cool concept.
Right.
But
I don't know if I'm the correct participant for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, water. Like, I'll go. Like, I'll go to the lake. And
Like,
do,
dude, I
do whatever.
think I would skydive before I would go on a cruise.
So I'd probably go on a cruise before skydiving.
I think I would skydive because you're first. Hey, knock it off.
Yeah.
The first like whatever 100 fucking times or whatever the hell you jump, you're like with
Yeah. Right. Right.
you're with someone.
Right.
So I mean,
That's
I don't.
fair.
You're not
That's
really
fair.
doing much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're just
Like,
kind of just.
you're just there.
Hey,
And skydiving, I think, would be so fun, dude.
what do you think
I think
the?
it
What do
would
you?
be so fun.
What do you think the? Say you're skydiving tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You got a male guy on your back.
A
What do you
male
think he would?
guy.
Yeah, like a gentleman.
Oh, male guy.
Guide.
A guy.
Guide.
Oh, male guide.
Guide.
Okay. Stoop dog.
What do
let's
you
say.
think? That's stoop snog.
Yeah.
What do you think what do you think he would do if you just turn around before you jump and say, "Let's do this, Daddy"?
I think he'd probably just.
He'd
jump.
probably be like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Yeah. He probably hears a lot of crazy shit. I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Dude, I would skydive before I would parasail.
that's water though too.
Yeah, but you're usually like really close
really
to,
high, yeah.
to the coast.
I would just it's parasailing.
I'm just saying. I think parasailing is more dangerous. I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you catch a bad turn and you fucking go straight face first into the water.
No. So are you? Do you know what parasailing is? Are you?
Yeah.
You're not thinking of wakeboarding, are you?
No, I'm
Okay.
thinking parasailing.
When you're like
Yeah,
way up in the air.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. That seems so much more dangerous because it's
Yeah.
always you're like down in fucking Mexico somewhere,
Right.
and it's like this random tourist guy that's like, yeah, fucking dude, strap this on and then
And then, we're gonna take off.
Yeah.
You're gonna go way up in the air and
have fun.
yeah, see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the ocean. I don't like water.
I like
I'll go swimming
I
pools.
told Giselle today. It's like I would love living somewhere that has a beach,
Yeah.
like by the ocean,
Right.
Because like there's so much stuff. Like for one, just going to the beach is a thing that you can do,
Right.
and then there's a bunch of shit you can do at the beach,
Right.
and like the beach, I love like getting in the water at
Mhm.
the beach. I love,
Right.
but like do not
Take
send
me
me
out-
out out into the ocean.
I'm not.
like-
I'm not going way. I'm not going past.
I don't want to not be able to see land.
No.
That's my
So on this trip we went on in what was it, February, to St. Croix, we went snorkeling. Oh my God, that was the worst experience of my life,
Really?
dude. Oh, I hated it. So, well, first off, you get on a boat. At this point, this is a night after like we went out with one of our friends. She went down there for basically the winter to work as a bartender because they make a whole lot of money down
Oh,
there.
That's cool.
So we went down there and visited her. And so we went out with her friends the night before that she had met down there, and we had drank a little bit. I was a little hungover the
Okay.
next morning.
Okay.
Wake up, get on the boat. Boat ride was a little crazy.
Yeah.
It was a little choppy,
Oh yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
And so we get to the first beach, and that's where they like just teach you how to do all the shit, how to use your snorkel, how to use your fins, do all that. So that part was chill. Like we're just off the beach snorkeling, doing our thing.
Now you don't have like an air tank or anything
No.
on you.
You just have the snorkel
Just the snorkel
and
with
your
the
goggles.
spout.
Right.
Okay.
So, and so
And flippers.
that part is chill because you're just off. You can go back onto the beach and just hang out if you want to.
Okay.
If you get bored,
You're right
Or
by
if
the
you-
beach.
Right.
So.
You
Okay.
can get on the beach.
Gotcha.
And then you're there for about 30 minutes, and then you load back up, and
30 seconds.
Continue.
you load back up, and they take you around to the other side of the island,
Yeah.
and that's when they're like, "All right, jump in," and it's just fucking ocean.
Do you have to do that thing where you like fall backwards out of the boat?
No, that's scuba diving.
Isn't that what you just said you were doing?
No, snorkeling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Scuba diving is with a
with the
tank?
oxygen tank. Yep.
Huh.
So it's just it's choppy ass water in the middle of the ocean. Or not really in the middle of the
Was
ocean,
it like?
but
Was it the light blue, pretty water?
Yeah.
Okay.
so that was cool.
So that's cool. Yeah.
Right, but it's still it was still super choppy, and it's like anytime you would think you're moving forward, you weren't because it was so fucking choppy out
Just
there.
getting like pushed and
right.
like kind of staying
And
in the
so
same spot.
I kept getting fucking water in my fucking snorkel,
Oh,
and I was
Jesus.
breathing it in. So I was like, I'm done with this shit. I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
So I got on my back and I started swimming back, and all of a sudden I got more water in my mouth, and that's when I just had it, started puking everything out.
Ugh.
Oh, it was awful. And
Just from like the.
just from the water,
and
just
just
from
like gagging
right.
and trying to.
Yep.
Yeah. Ugh.
and then get on the boat.
Oh, fuck.
And at that point, we were only out there for like 10 minutes. It was like a 45-minute thing.
Ugh.
So I'm on the boat. It's fucking rocking like crazy. I'm like, fuck this, dude.
Yeah.
And then finally we got back. And
Were you sick
dude,
on the boat still? Yeah. Dude, we went. It was that same trip that we went down to San Antonio. We stayed down there for a week, and then we went a couple days down to the beach in Corpus Christi. And when we went down there, there was like tropical storms coming through. So like not like almost to the level of like where they were gonna say like, hey, there might be a hurricane.
Right.
So it's like just crazy bad storms with like real high winds. And I remember the first day we got there, we went out and me and Tristan we just wanted to see the beach and stuff. So we drove out there and whatever and hopped out of the car. And it was like all windy and we just ran around for a little bit. And then the next day or whatever, it had calmed down a little bit enough to where, because we were going to go on a deep sea fishing trip thing, like with a group. So it calmed down at least enough for them to send us out. Like it wasn't raining and lightning and stuff, but the waters were obviously still really bad. And dude, same thing. I don't know how, I was on the boat for maybe like 10, 15 minutes before I was just like, oh, I'm going to be so fucking sick. And I don't know how long that thing was. I remember I puked over the edge, got sick like within the first half hour, and then just like sat down on one of their little like table things with my head down. Just the whole rest of the time. I was just like, this is the worst thing.
Hey, you know the thing about seasickness?
What?
It's just in your head. It's all in your head.
How is it not like motion sickness?
It's one of those things. It's your head telling your body that you're not like on stable ground.
Yeah.
And so that's telling your whole body that you're
yeah, I get that. But doesn't that have something to do with like your equilibrium and stuff getting thrown off?
Maybe. I don't know. That's what our tour guide said though.
That's
on the
bullshit,
boat ride.
That sounds like he's just trying to get people not to puke.
Like I don't mind boat rides. Like I've been on 2 or 3 of them, and that was the only one I puked on. And that was because A, I'd swallowed a whole bunch of fucking gross ass water,
right?
And then B, I was still hungover from the.
It wasn't
the
like
night
a
before.
big boat, was it?
It was pretty big. It was
See,
pretty big. It was a catamaran boat.
I don't know what that means. Ours wasn't like tiny, obviously, but it wasn't like huge either. So I feel like that plays into it too.
Like I'm going on a bachelor trip in July, and we're gonna get on we're doing a boat ride, I think, and I guess that's where we'll find out if I'm actually like if I'm
get like seasick, or if it was just
if it was just drinking, and because like we went on one in Branson, or not Branson, Lake of the Ozarks, and I felt fine on that one. I just I think really what it was just all that shit water in my mouth.
Yeah. Was it smoother when you were in Branson?
Yeah.
The water?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
and on the way back in St. Croix, I mean, we had the current behind us, so it was like it wasn't as choppy, and I felt
Yeah.
I was still sick because I just puked 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But it was all right. I'll never go snorkeling again like that. Like I'll snorkel off a beach. I'll
Yeah,
do that just
right.
fine. But I'm not going out to the fucking middle of fucking ocean to snorkel.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, but it was still pretty cool. I saw some cool fish. There's barracuda following me.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
until it
it's
gets a little
not.
mad,
Yeah.
until something happens.
Yeah.
Because have you seen the teeth on those fuckers?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, let me show you a picture real quick. Keep talking.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it sucks because like, I don't know. Maybe I'll change because like I think the ocean is like awesome, like with how just like big and vast it is, but like it just scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, no,
But like
I
I could like being on a boat and like because I really like whenever I've been up to Oregon or something like that, just staring out into the ocean and looking
Yeah.
at the water and all that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
That's a scary looking fella right there.
Mhm. Yeah, I love beaches.
Barracuda.
Like I love going on vacation to beaches and doing all that. And
Yeah.
like you said, like I really don't mind being on the beach and getting in the water and swimming for a little bit out
right
there.
Yeah.
Just because at that point, all the sea critters,
Yeah.
they're further out just because they don't want to be.
Tell you
near
what,
people.
They said when we were down in Texas, I remember, unless it was just me like being young and scaring myself, but I swear I remember they were saying like jellyfish was out in
Yeah.
the water. That shit fucking
Jellyfish,
those
yeah,
just scare me.
yeah, all box jellyfish, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
fuck yeah,
Get
that's
fucked,
that's
dude.
one thing that scares me.
These things don't
And-
even have brains.
And recently, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there was a beach somewhere, I can't remember where it was, but they had like sharks swimming in shallow water.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of scares me too. Like, but whatever.
I wish those things weren't so mean, dude. I'd love to be able to swim with them.
Yeah, right.
I'm just trying to,
Just try to hang out.
yeah.
Just trying to be.
Dude, there's
cool.
a video of Steve-O going out to the beach. You ever seen that? And he does like a backflip like onto a jellyfish.
Oh no, fuck.
And he which honestly sounds pretty cruel and probably kind of is. But at the same time, like I said, they don't have brains. I
Yeah.
don't know if they like literally have any
Right.
like feelings. Regardless, kind of crazy. And then does a backflip on one. Then he grabs one and puts it on his head, on top of his head, and wears it and like calls it like, "This is a jellyfish hat," or whatever the
is
fuck
this
you know.
deal,
This is
dude?
the jellyfish helmet.
Jesus, dude.
That guy's fucking. That guy's
And jellyfish.
something
A
else.
lot of jellyfish you can't really see them. They look like fucking plastic bags.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
That's the scary fucking part about
Yeah,
it.
they're like weird looking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I don't like
There's
jellyfish.
There's a lot of fucked up animals.
Yeah,
out
I'm gonna
there.
stay away from there.
Yeah.
And like, what is it like?
One man versus 100 jellyfish.
How much? Yeah,
Or 100 men versus one jellyfish.
I think jellyfish wins that one.
I think so too.
Because what do they say? Like, how much percentage is the ocean is unknown? Like, and then isn't it like a crazy amount?
Yeah, it's like 90%. They
Yeah.
say or 90% has been unresearched or
Right.
undiscovered.
That's just
or whatever the fuck they
insane to
wanna
me.
say, yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. Stay away.
Yeah, and it's like the bottom. I
Yeah.
think is where
Right.
the undiscovered parts.
That'd be cool though. That'd be cool to
Speaking
find out.
of, I saw they said the first documentary about that ocean.
I
Gate
saw that too. I'm
submarine
watching
is
that
coming
shit
out.
on
Yeah,
Netflix.
dude.
That's gonna be dope.
I
I'm excited
also
for
saw a clip of it was apparently like someone on board's wife or something who was
Yeah,
like she
it
was like
the president.
one of the okay, yeah, and so she was like supposed to be like
President's
helping
wife.
with the tracking and
Mhm.
stuff, and like sitting in the room like watching GPS and like listening in or whatever.
Yeah,
And then I don't know if my volume wasn't up or if
I didn't
if
hear
you
much
just
of it
weren't-
either.
Okay, so yeah, maybe you just couldn't hear it, but you hear in there like they're watching it, and
It's
then
like
she
a
like
little-
turns to the other guy
Yeah.
and was like, "What was that sound?"
yeah. What was that bang? Because
Yeah.
it was like a little. It was like,
Yeah,
and then she turns. She's like, "What was that bang?" And yeah, that was like that was the point
yeah,
where it
and then
imploded.
like, cut off or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, dude, how fucking crazy. I mean, do you think they were like delusionally confident about everything working out, or I feel like you have to know, like, hey guys, this is really really dangerous.
Right. Well, I mean, I know that Ocean Gate or whatever has done multiple of those trips.
That's right. Yeah,
But
that was like, what was that, like their 10th one,
Yeah, I
or had
think
they done
so.
a bunch?
I think it was their 10th.
Okay, I think
And
that sounds right.
they were all successful, I think. But it's just like the engineering that went on with it, I don't think was crazy good.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was like something. Well, obviously, but like something screwed up that time, right?
yeah, I think it was like the carbon tank or whatever
Yeah.
that messed up.
Huh.
And
sure
I mean,
they'll
the
talk
dude
about
had a
it.
fucking Xbox controller to guide it. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
is what it was.
which sounds crazy, but I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess
don't
when I think about like a submarine like that, I think of some crazy ass fucking controller
Yeah,
to guide it.
right.
I guess I mean,
Like maybe it doesn't need that,
right,
You know,
right,
like I
but-
doubt they were like cutting corners,
right, exactly.
It's like, well,
right. Fuck, dude, I
We
don't
used
wanna-
all our budget.
I don't want to
Let's just grab
spend
an Xbox.
another fucking 10 years building the controller. It's,
Yeah,
Tom,
plug in the.
you
Xbox
play that
first.
Xbox, right? You got an extra controller I could borrow? Double A's, please.
No, we need a wired one. We probably need a wired one.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like that's one of the things that you can pay me enough money to get on one of those things.
Oh
Like-
no, God no, dude! Going in a submarine?
Yeah.
Get fucked, bro.
No. I always thought it would
Absolutely
be
not.
cool, like a
Right when I was younger,
like a Navy or like a fucking like a submarine they use in like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
military.
yeah.
That would be cool. But I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me enough to get on one.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going
no.
in there. Yeah.
Well, and the
hell
thing
no,
with
dude.
Ocean Gate, dude, is like they had one. They had how many people were on there? Six or seven.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
You had one little porthole to look out of.
Yeah.
Like, why are you paying all this money? Why? Like,
Yeah.
I guess it's cool to see, but like, what are you gonna take turns? Just imagine them fucking pushing each other's heads out of the way to see.
Right.
Like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, because weren't they? Or how long were they going to be down there? Wasn't it
I
not
don't know.
long?
It
Or was
wasn't-
it
yeah,
like?
I don't think it was gonna be super long. They were just gonna go down to the Titanic and
Right.
then go up.
Yeah,
I think is what they were gonna
so
do.
like a couple days, maybe,
Yeah,
or like not
maybe.
even.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't super long.
But like,
I wonder, could something similar have happened to Katy Perry and them when they went up into the space with that pod thing? If that was real,
I would.
because isn't
I would
that like
I'd
if
probably
you,
assume something.
isn't that the thing about like if you're up in space like in your suit and then your suit opens up or whatever?
Right.
Don't you get like sucked at or like?
If
what
obviously if you're in like your spacecraft, I think it's fine.
No, yeah, but it's because it's like pressurized. and
But
stuff
yeah,
in
if
there,
you
right?
if you take if you go out, like say you're on the moon or whatever,
Yeah.
or anywhere, and you take off your suit, I think that's like it. That
Does it crush you,
Yeah,
or does it?
I think so.
I don't know. But
Because like there's no oxygen or anything up there, so it's just like
because that's what I'm wondering now too. Is like obviously like yeah, sure it was Bezos that did it, but I assume the Ocean Gate thing was a fucking billionaire too.
right, yeah,
So and it's not like Bezos is Elon
right,
with like being
Techno-
like
yeah,
focused on like space and stuff. So like for one, like I said, just considering it being real, like how fucking safe do you think, or how confident were they in how safe it was going
Right.
to be, and like how how much did they have to prove how safe it was going to be?
yeah.
Like did
We
them
could have
people
lost. We
sign?
could have lost Katy Perry.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a national icon, right
Well,
there.
but like think about that. Think about how crazy. Because like we
California
said,
girls.
no one even knew that was happening. So,
Yeah, I
like,
didn't know anything about it until
and
I looked
I'm
on
sure,
Twitter. Or
I'm
X, sorry, Elon. X
Right.
the next day.
I'm sure some people, like I'm sure there was fucking articles written about it or whatever, and
Right.
but like, could you imagine? Because like majority of people didn't know that was happening.
No.
Could you imagine if they did die up there and it was
Right.
just like you just see a news report where it's like Jeff Bezos like Blue Origin kills Katy Perry, Gail King, and
Yeah.
4 others or whatever the fuck, including like his wife.
That would be bad, dude. That'd be really
how
bad.
insane
But-
would that be? Like, would he face like charges?
I doubt it. I mean, I guarantee you all these people signed forms.
That's what I'm saying. Which is
That-
kind of crazy to think about.
So either Jeff Bezos was like really fucking pitched, like had a great pitch for them going up there,
Which is again,
or
I
they're just
don't
like,
understand
fuck, let's do this.
Why did they do it?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what the whole point of it was. It's
Right.
like, just to be like, yeah, I went to space. Cool.
Yeah, but they didn't even go to space, right? Isn't that the thing that people
I
say
don't-
they
I
like
haven't-
just went to like the outer atmosphere or
Oh.
something?
Could be. Still, that's a fucking crazy carnival ride.
Oh yeah, sure, but I'm just saying if you're gonna go up,
Might as
wouldn't
well
you
go all the
wanna to
way,
space?
you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm
I don't know,
doing
that would-
that, I would like to at least see, the sun. You know what I mean?
Well, don't get
Take
too
me
close.
to it.
Don't fly too close.
Take me
now.
to it.
Don't fly too close now.
Take me to it. Or maybe let me sit on one of the rings of Saturn. I don't know.
Maybe let me see Uranus. We're having fun with the new soundboard.
Don't
Oh,
worry, it's not new. We got it about. We got it.
Updated,
We got it
updated.
with Untitled and Organized. But see, this doesn't flow off the tongue very
It
well.
doesn't. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it makes you sound like
Entitled and organized. you sound fucking hammered.
Okay, let's get. What are we at? What are we sitting at minute wise?
What do you think we're sitting at? Or did you already say?
No, I haven't checked it.
What do you think?
45.
That's pretty close. We're at 51.
Oh.
51.
It's gonna be a longer one, just because 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Hey.
2 weeks. We're gonna get into the topic we've all been waiting for. The undisputed breakfast gossip.
Yeah.
I think breakfast is important.
I think breakfast is a sham and a scam.
So let's rub heads.
Let's do it. Let's butt heads.
Okay. First and foremost, I'll let you start it off here.
All right.
Get us into debating form here with your
Okay. I'll give my
Yeah.
opening statement.
open.
So, as we all know, big companies are not to be trusted, right? Food companies are not an exception. Not only food companies, but sugar companies are not an exception. As we all know, Big Sugar paid off, the government, the FDA back in the day to say, hey, guys, make sure you say, like, hey, fats are real bad.
Hey, fatso.
Carbs are bad. Saturated fats. Blah, get them out of here. When the real killer, as we all know, is sugar. We touched on this in the Easter episode, talking about
Yes.
Easter candy and stuff. So basically, this whole thing, if you really look past, the thing that really got me on it was getting shoved down my throat that, hey, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I said, okay, why? And they said, well, because, you first thing in the morning and you fuel your day, just a bunch of crap
Right.
that they responded with. And then you start looking at, what are these foods you're trying to feed me to, quote unquote, fuel my day? I mean, the first thing you think of is cereal. So you say, okay, cool. Well, let me check the back of the box here and let's see what's in this said cereal. Let's say Fruit Loops. Let's say Captain Crunch. Let's say Frosted Flakes. Let's say Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And what do we find, Ross? We find a whole lot of sugar. Whole lot of sugar.
Whole lot of sugar.
And I just think that that's bullshit. And okay, so you say, okay, well, don't eat cereal. Look at all these other breakfast foods, dude. It's bread, it's cheese, it's weird boxed eggs, it's these real fatty and greasy meats like
Right.
sausage and all this stuff. It's like I said, it's bread. It's just bread in different forms. It's pancakes. Oh, dump a bunch of syrup on it. What's that syrup? Oh, it's just sugar. Nah, it's just sugar, molasses, and sugar.
Molasses.
Here's some waffles, more bread. Make sure you dump syrup on it. And I'm just saying, it's like,
So what are
I personally don't like the food that is breakfast food.
Okay.
But I also think it's just so clearly a scam. I don't think you need it. I don't think it fuels you. What do you think?
So I agree. I agree with the cereals, like the sugar cereals, all that bad shit. Obviously, my thing is, well, you eat dinner at 7 o'clock at night, right?
Average, yeah, I'd
Yep.
say.
You go to bed, sleep for about 8 hours, and you're just not going to eat after that. You're just going to wait till lunch. You're going to wait fucking about 15 hours to eat something.
Well, all you did, you just ate, then you just slept. That's all you did.
Right, but you're still going to be. I mean, you still need to eat. You still need to eat in the morning.
No, dude, you just ate a dinner, right?
At 7 o'clock at night,
which is a big meal. You ate a big meal, right?
Yeah, sure. Depends on what you
go
eat.
to sleep. No, I mean, dude, come on. Dinner's a big. When's the last time you ate a small dinner? When's the last time you went to bed on a small dinner? It doesn't happen. You eat a big dinner, then you go to bed, you wake up, and these fucking people, dude, they've done nothing. All they've done is just slept in their bed, farting all night long, slobbering all night long. And then they wake up and they're like, I need eggs and cereal and sugar and syrup and stuff.
So I guess my thing is, like,
Stop.
What's wrong with eggs? What's wrong with sausage? What's wrong with obviously pancakes are probably obviously pancakes and stuff like that. But like eggs, sausage, bacon, like stuff like that, like proteins.
Look, eggs. I'm not gonna sit here and bash eggs because eggs are full of nutrients. If you want to eat eggs by all means. But I don't think it needs to be first thing in the morning. That seems a little crazy, doesn't it?
So when do you eat usually? Typically on an average day, obviously you skip breakfast. What time do you usually eat?
I would say. What time do I eat? Like first meal of the day. Oh shit! I might grab something around lunchtime, probably around noon.
Okay.
Noon or what? It's just why? Why do you ask?
I'm just asking.
Well, it's just because, like I said, like we said, you eat dinner, you go to sleep, and you've done nothing except sleep. So I don't get why you wake up and why all of a sudden you have to eat. Because, dude, look, think about it. Back in the day when we were hunter-gatherers, you didn't just wake up with fucking food on your plate.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, you didn't wake up with Cocoa Pebbles and milk and a spoon, as we mentioned earlier.
His hands. Yep, spoon hands.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
You
Breakfast.
went out and you found your food first.
Right.
You went out and you did something. You hunted.
Right.
You found the food. And then you did something which made you, you know what I mean? You burnt calories, which made you hungry.
So, say this, right?
Okay.
Typical 9-to-5er like myself.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying I don't need to eat or anything before I go to my job. That involves, I guess, I don't even know. Like,
regardless of what your job involves, you just slept hopefully 8 hours, right?
Right. So what happens if you sleep 5 hours? Do you need breakfast then?
Well, you ate food before
Right.
that, before you slept. What happened to that food energy? Where'd all that food
Farted
go?
it out. I'm sleeping.
Okay, so
Tossing and turning. You have a bad night. If I sleep 5 hours, I'm gonna be tossing and turning, obviously. For that 5 hours. And I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be hungry because I just burned a lot of energy. Fucking going.
So you think
Tossing
you
and
think you
turning
need
around.
you think you need
So
fuel.
no. My question would be now, is how? So say you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
How long do you have to wait to eat for it to be? I guess for it to be not breakfast, I guess, or not considered breakfast.
Well, here's the thing too is like I kind of think that like just the idea of breakfast, like I said, encompassing like all the foods of breakfast and stuff too. I think that's kind of bullshit. Like if you want to wake up and like eat a burger, that's gonna fuel you.
Right.
But like all this like bready, cheesy
Carbs.
Like it's not gonna do anything but slow you down.
Right.
If you're
I
gonna
get
eat
that.
carbs, like I said, you eat it that night before, and then you're fueled up that next day.
But the thing is with breakfast is it's so big that people eat it throughout the day. People want that shit throughout the day.
No, dude,
They
no
do.
one- no
why
one
do you
likes
think?
breakfast
Why
for
do you
dinner.
think McDonald's had breakfast all day for a while there? For a while.
I don't know.
Because people like it. People like breakfast food.
Well,
People
they
like
can
the
like.
carbs.
Look, hey, they can like it. I'm not saying people can't like it. I'm saying these people, unfortunately, have gotten psyoped by big sugar, big cereal, big breakfast.
Say you don't eat sugar though, then what? Say you don't eat sugar.
If you're not eating breakfast, if you're not eating breakfast foods and you're not subscribing to the whole like, oh, I have to eat these breakfast foods
Right.
because this is like the most important, then like maybe I can understand it. I think that waking up and immediately eating is crazy. Why wouldn't you want to wake up, burn some calories, your body's going to start once it doesn't have any of that food from last night to burn, to use energy, it's going to start using your fat, which is great. So why not do that?
So, would you rather have what's your typical breakfast? Like,
I don't eat it.
you don't eat it?
I don't eat
but
breakfast.
do you have energy drinks and all that in the morning? Don't lie to me now.
I'm trying to, because my schedule's like reversed right now,
Right,
so
right.
it's really like,
But like,
so like when I wake up,
right.
it's nighttime. So yeah, I do.
Okay, so what would be healthier though? Eating something or drinking energy drinks?
I mean, I think it depends what you would eat, but my point is like, so the energy drinks that I would drink are like 0 to 5 calories.
Right, but they have a lot of sugar in it.
No.
They don't have any sugar in it?
Uh-uh.
Your energy drinks?
Uh-uh.
So is this all natural energy?
I mean, I don't know. It's caffeine.
Okay. Caffeine.
It's not sugar.
I get that. But like caffeine's probably not I bet eating eggs, sausage, something like that, it's probably healthier than caffeine.
But all you're doing is, like you said, you're just going and you're just sitting and you're doing whatever. Most people.
Right. No, I get that.
If you got like a super strenuous job, I can completely understand, like, hey, I need to like fuel up my body.
Right. Eat
But
something.
like, I also think that like your body can naturally just burn off of your fat and,
Right.
and use your fat as energy.
So I think what's
Because it's not like you're not gonna eat.
right.
I'm just saying I just don't understand how it's the most important meal of the day. I feel like clearly the meal at the end of your day to refuel you and put nutrients back in your body that you need, that's going to be the most important meal of the day.
Right.
I feel like that's obvious.
So what dinner you think is most important?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm team yes, breakfast is obviously I in my opinion, I think because I don't eat breakfast a lot either, just because I never really have time in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see where you stand on this.
This is my major gripe, and I'll let you go from here then, is, like I said, I think big breakfast kicked the door in, and they got their foot in there when they really didn't need to. And I think it made Americans and people unhealthier. Because I think it adds unneeded calories right at the beginning of the day, and I don't think it's healthy food.
I can agree with that because yes, it is very unhealthy food with like Captain Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles,
right,
like we
the
said,
cereal thing mainly.
right? Cheese, carbs, all that. But like, I guess if you're waking up and like I said, if you're eating eggs and sausage and stuff like that, like stuff that's somewhat healthy for you and that has a whole lot of nutrients, yes, it could be very important to your body. But people are putting.
But do you have to eat it right away?
I mean, I guess like you said, people sleep at night. But when I wake up, I'm hungry. And I don't know if that's because I don't eat enough dinner the night before. But when I wake up, I'm typically hungry.
I think it's because people are just so used to just waking up and just eating breakfast. I think it's a habit.
Right.
I think we've trained our because I wake up and I am not hungry. I'm serious, and there's a lot of people out there that wake up and they don't eat anything till like middle of the day.
I mean, that's typically what I do, but like I said, that's because I don't have usually have time. So that's when I go and like I said, I just grab an energy drink. Probably not the healthiest thing, or coffee or whatever, but
caffeine.
Yeah, a little something to
who knows
spike your energy up for the day. But I don't know. I would say dinner is probably the most important meal of the day. I'm never gonna say breakfast. I've never been on breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is I think it is somewhat important and somewhat necessary, because obviously I don't do it every day, but when I do it, it makes me feel a little bit better going into work.
I don't think it's necessary at all.
Well, I think we're just going to disagree on that one.
What would make it necessary?
What do you mean? Rephrase.
What about waking up and eating first thing in the morning is necessary to the rest of your day?
Just getting the nutrients early. And usually it spikes my energy up just a little bit.
But you have nutrients from your meals the night before.
I get that.
You have those nutrients.
Right. But that was also 8 hours ago.
But it doesn't matter. If you eat it, you have the fact is that you have those nutrients. So if you eat again right when you wake up, you load up on more nutrients. Let's say you eat real healthy food, right? You load up on more nutrients. It's still calories. So you load up on more calories. Then what happens at noon? And you said 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But 3 hours later from you starting your work, then you're going and you're eating again. Then, because that's what I think would make the most sense, right? Is you wake up, you don't eat. Let's say you wake up at, like, I don't know, what's a typical person wake up? 6 or 7, probably,
6
right?
or 7, yep.
Then you got, 5 hours until noon.
Right.
Then you eat. Then you got 5, 6, 7 hours until you eat, and then you eat again. And then, so now you've just packed yourself with nutrients toward the end of the day, and it fuels you up until the next day at around noon again.
Right. Hey.
I'm just saying, man.
I get it.
I'm just saying. People, it's bullshit, dude. When I was a kid, everyone always said it's the most important meal of the day. And it's not. It's bullshit. They lie right to your face, and that's my whole point.
Hey, I get it. I don't have any more to add to this argument.
So I think I win.
Well,
that's all right.
That's all right. Hey,
you been following the Diddy trials?
No.
Oh my God. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Dude.
I haven't.
I haven't been following them as much as I should have, if I'm going to bring it up. But what I did see is that the courts determined that Diddy is a cuck.
Oh my God. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I'm dead serious, dude. They said that his longtime partner, Cassie.
Yep, everybody knows Cassie. Everybody give it up for Cassie, please. Nope. There we go.
There it is.
Thank you, Cassie. We love you.
She said, actually, I don't know if it was her. Like I said, I haven't been following this. Came out in the courts, let's say, that old Diddley.
The Didmeister.
The Diddler.
Yeah. The Diddler.
He liked to, hire male stoots, if you will.
Ooh.
Have them, do the ditty.
Do the ditty
with Cassie.
Do
and
the
he
ditty
was,
with Cassie.
He'd be playing with his little ditty. That's what the court said.
His little diddle.
I don't know what the hell is going on with any of that or going to come of any of that. It sounds like it sounds like what the charge might end up being or charge is or like main one. I have no idea. There's some people that say like, oh, dude, he spent the rest of his life in prison. It sounds like there's some stuff about like him hiring prostitutes and then like taking them places and like taking them to parties and like having them meet with people, which would then be like either sex trafficking or human trafficking.
Shit.
Yeah. So it's like if he gets stuck with that, that's crazy. But and now I don't want to sit up here and like even play devil's advocate for sex trafficking or human trafficking. But what it is like, so prostitution's illegal. So if you partake in that and then like literally like, you know, I was going to say like traffic those people. So like literally like put them on planes or drive them and put them in certain different places. Is that then human trafficking? Like, is that what constitutes? I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I was going to say, maybe I'll look into this, but I really don't give a shit about Diddy.
No, I don't either. Say Diddy goes to this party, right, with this prostitute that he paid for, right?
Right.
And somebody falls in love with this prostitute.
Right.
They have babies.
Right.
Is that something you can put in the trial?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like the prostitute's paid. Prostitute's paid for, right, by Diddy.
Okay.
He takes it to this party.
Uh-huh.
One of his friends
impregnates her.
Right. Is that what
like would he have to like pay child support?
would that be like I guess human trafficking or
like another charge?
Yeah,
probably.
Like you paid for it and somebody.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't.
And this guy. What if this guy got hit with the trial because he impregnated her?
Well, right, but like to me, it gets so confusing because it's like it's all illegal, right?
Right.
So wouldn't it be like? Is it something similar to like if a drug dealer gets robbed? Like for his like drugs and or money,
right?
And like, I don't know.
Yeah, all that's weird, dude.
Yeah.
All that is weird.
Because is it like okay if he did all this crazy ass, weird ass, freaky ass shit with just friends, and not sex workers,
right?
Then is it all
okay?
Yeah. I don't know.
Fun fact. Well, not. I take that back. Not a fun fact. But do you know where the capital of human trafficking in the United States is?
Yeah, isn't it Omaha, Nebraska?
Salina, Kansas.
Oh, is it because of the old interstates?
Mm-hmm. Right there, across. So, bad luck for the 67401. You know.
Yeah.
And I think I've heard a lot of it happens over by like Schilling. Over by like that Casey's down there.
Oh, really?
I think that's like where a majority of that shit happens.
Damn.
And like the sad part is like I'm on like a group on Facebook or something like that, and it's like missing people's group.
Yeah.
And it's like every week or 2 weeks you'll see like a kid comes up missing.
Yeah.
That's probably what majority of it is because I don't think they ever find them.
That's crazy that it's here. You feel like I don't know. You feel like you just see like we should just always have a cop like sitting on those like interstate exits or something. Because that's clearly what it is the I-70 when 135 intersection.
Which is it just because it can go either direction?
Yeah, it's because it runs like 135 runs all the way down to Texas, and then I-70 runs all the way out to California.
Oh.
That's what it is.
That's awful, dude.
Because it's the same thing. I don't know if it's like the biggest, but it's the same thing with like. That's why there's tons of like massive drug stops, like really close to Salina, and it's like right on like I-70 or I-35, and it's like they'll be from Arizona or from California or something, but they're just taking the cross country routes. And just get arrested with like 23 pounds of meth like outside of Salina. It's like, what the fuck was that guy doing outside of Salina? It's like, well. Lives 13 states over.
Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
I saw one today that was a.
We need to get
It
that
was
one.
like it was if they sold helium instead of meth in Breaking Bad, and it was that scene, the "Say My Name" scene, and so he like tosses the bag up, and the bag just floats away, and then he's like,
Dude,
he's like, nah, fuck, I can't find it. But he's like,
I got you.
Say my name.
How do you feel?
I don't know how to change it. So just
there we go.
There we go. Dude, I love all the AI shit. Like, there's one, there's a couple of Harry Potter ones, like the same scenes.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the Harry Potter ones?
Uh-uh.
Well, it's like there's one where Dudley's coming down the stairs and starts like, you know, when he jumps up and down the stairs to like piss Harry off.
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
part, they have him. He jumps up and just keeps going up. And there's in that same one, Dudley goes downstairs, they're eating breakfast, and it's that his birthday scene where he's like, "How many are there?"
Yeah.
It cuts to his the dad or whatever his name is, and he's like, 26, counted him myself.
Counted myself.
They turn over and it's just primes, just prime drinks. God, it's so funny.
How many are
How
there?
many are there? 26, counted him myself.
Dude. Oh, Harry Potter.
There's
bro.
another one where like they put guns instead of wands.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
one's
Yeah,
good.
I've seen that one.
Fucking Hermione shoots Neville in the fucking head. Oh, I love AI, dude. That shit's hilarious.
Dude.
Speaking of Harry Potter, what do you think of it? You like Harry's?
Huh?
You like Harry Potter?
Oh yeah,
Movies?
dude. I love
Okay.
Harry Potter movies.
They're so good, all of them.
Books were great too.
Never
I
read
read.
the
I
books.
think I read up to like the fourth one.
Oh,
that fourth
okay.
one. Well, I'm just saying that fourth one was thick.
Yeah, I think
I
all
was
of them
like,
were
all
pretty thick. All right. And that's when I switched
J.K.
to
Rowling's pretty
Diary of a
thick.
Kid, baby.
Yeah, I think I did too. I think I did.
In middle school, to get your
DOWK.
to get your for reading class in sixth grade.
Mhm.
I think everybody had to take reading class in sixth
I
grade.
think so. Yeah.
To get your test done,
Right.
what books did you read?
Actually, I think I do remember. They were Matt Christopher books. Look those up real quick. It was Matt Christopher. This guy got me through. Thank you for bringing that up, because that reminded me. This guy got me through reading back in middle school. 'Cause like I said, once I saw those books getting thick, here, hand it over. Let me read some of these. Read some of these titles.
I never got these. You must have had them all checked out,
I must have had them all to myself.
because I didn't see any of these.
Yeah, dude. Touchdown for Tommy. The Great Quarterback Switch. Miracle at the Plate. Hey, are you kidding me, dude? The Kid Who Only Hit Homers. Dirt Bike Racer, 1979.
Yeah, you must have had them all checked out, dude. 'cause
Yeah, dude. I found that
I
hack.
didn't-
I was like, what?
I didn't
fucking
see any of those.
Sports novels?
Sports novels,
Yeah,
count
dude.
me in. Yeah, I read.
That was fun back in middle school.
yeah.
Running into
That
the
was
library
when
to check some stuff out.
That was when Diary of a Wimpy Kid came out. First came out was like
Oh,
when we
yeah,
were
it
in middle
was,
school.
huh? Yeah.
And so I grinded those books. Dude,
I
it got
remember
to the
everyone
point.
did.
It
Those
got to
were
the
ones that were legit, like always checked out.
yeah. They got to the point where like I started asking for those for Christmas because I liked them so much.
I think I did too one time.
Like I think it was the brown cover.
yeah,
I was
or
like,
the,
fuck,
were
I
they like
have to.
maroon or something. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
one was like blue.
I was like, I have to have this. You know the kids I hated,
Roger.
and just because I was jealous,
like yeah,
is the kids that had like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid write your own book or whatever.
oh yeah.
Like you got to fucking write.
I
your
was
own
never
shit
that
in there.
artistic, but maybe I did.
You're not autistic.
No, artistic.
Oh,
yeah.
artistic.
I maybe I did have that one time.
I never did, and I was pissed, dude. Anybody that started, just like their dream journal, they get done with the test, they whip that shit out. I'm
Oh.
still halfway through my test because I didn't study. These kids are just fucking
Right,
you know,
writing
the
their own
next
story.
Write the next movie.
Dude, do you remember the Scholastic Book
Oh,
Fair, brother?
Yeah. The Scholastic Book Fair. I think this was because there's many things that were involved. But when the Scholastic Book Fair came to your school, usually it meant you were getting out of school on Wednesday or Thursday because you had parent teacher conferences.
Yes,
so first off,
yes.
you're already fucking jacked.
Right, already
for that.
a short week.
And then you walk into your reading class or your, elementary school teacher, and they're like,
motherfucking Scholastic Book Fair.
"Yeah, hey guys, we're gonna go down to the library and they're gonna tell you about the books they have." So at that point, you're just like, "Fuck yes,
Yeah,
dude!"
right.
And I'm about to be out of school on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
I'm about to grind with the boys.
Yeah, shit is lit.
And you walk in there, it's all set up. It's like, was this a library at one point?
Right, you're like, what the hell?
This kind of looks like. This kind of looks
You
like
think you just stepped
a
into
bookstore.
Narnia. Yeah.
What is this? What is that?
What is that?
Fucking. You got fucking elves in there.
Dude, was
you got,
it the Scholastic Book Fair, or was it something different where they had like that giant blow up like human stomach or whatever that you would like walk
Oh
through?
yeah, no, that was like they still. I think they used.
They
I
better
actually
still
I
do
did
that.
I did one when I working at the bank. I did one at Schilling, elementary school.
Oh yeah.
I can't. It was like a health day or something.
Oh okay. Because
So,
don't you like
yeah.
walk through a colon?
Yeah, you walk through a
Like
you
walk
walk through a
through
bunch
poop?
of shit. Yeah,
Don't you walk through a poop hole?
you walk through a poop hole. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Well, was it? I think it was. Maybe it was in school. Maybe I was a senior in high school when I did that.
Oh okay.
It wasn't
Oh
with the
yeah,
bank.
maybe we did do that.
I think we did do that because
We
I
went and,
remember.
like, helped out.
Yeah,
somewhere.
because then I went to Sonic afterwards. Got back with the Sonic drink, and teacher was pissed.
teacher said, "Where the fuck did you get that song?"
Remember when we told you
Dude.
to go straight back to school?
I remember I went to the bathroom one time. I was like, "Hey, teach, can I go to the bathroom?" She said, "Sure." I said, "Okay." I left. I did go to the bathroom, but I had also had someone that had left school that was coming back.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, trying to grab me some food." They
Mhm.
said, "Sure." They said, "Hey, I'm here." That's when I said, "Boom, teach, can I go to the bathroom?" Took a pee, and then came back, had like a Subway sandwich or whatever
Yep.
in my hand, and she was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "They don't have Subway in the bathroom." I was like, "You're right. You caught me."
You caught me right. And Jared
Caught-
was actually in the bathroom with me. He gave
You
me
call
a
me
$5
meatball handed.
Dude, high school, school in general, man.
I went to a graduation over the weekend.
Yeah. How's that?
It was all right. Classic, boring graduation.
Was it South?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the speaker?
Wendell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one, I feel like.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And I love Wendell.
Yeah.
And I think he knew. He even said it in the speech himself. He's not a great speechwriter. There was parts of it that I liked, and like I said, I love Wendell, so I'm not gonna shit on
Yeah,
him.
he's a football coach, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's head wrestling coach now.
he? Oh, nice.
So you can't expect the guy to be all, sappy
Yeah.
and emotional.
Hey, listen here.
Yeah.
You're fucking sprawl.
Sprawl. There you go.
Pin. Stay there.
But yeah, dude, I was thinking about school back in the day. I was like, man, it was a good time,
It was a
man.
good time.
It was a good time.
I got lots of pictures, lots of videos that pop up every
Oh,
so
yeah.
often
Yeah.
of us in school. I mean, I think we just had the group, man. For real. We just had the group.
Still got it.
Still
Which
got
is crazy.
the group. It really is. Really is.
Which is crazy.
Actually, yeah. What do you what was it? Don't know ball.
Dogs are pissing me the fuck off, dude.
Don't know ball. School. Saying which bitch? School. I mean, us. School.
But yeah.
So,
What?
Well-
We got anything else?
nope.
We're at an hour and 25.
I think that's perfect.
So I think that's perfect.
It was a little editing.
Yeah, a little
Edited
bit,
in.
a little trim here,
A
a
little
little trim
edited
there.
in it.
So I guess we'll let you in on this. We've been trying to get video going. And
Yes.
I think we're one step closer.
Yes.
I thought I had it all figured out, and then I ran into an issue. Basically, it wants me to download something, which I did, and I believe I have verified that it's downloaded, and now it's just simply not working how it's supposed to. So
people in the business say that's technology issues,
right.
technical.
So I'm going to need to do some troubleshooting, as they say.
Good job.
Thank you.
Great job. Really
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Any more big words?
No, it's just. Let me just rant here for a second.
Yeah,
dude.
please.
Shit
If
like
you
that
will.
pisses me off because, like, I fucking. First off, shout out all this fucking AI stuff. I feel like I use AI, like Grok.
Yeah, I mean,
like we use
all our-
obviously the AI
yeah.
for our face stuff, but like the Grok and all that shit. I just think it's so amazing because you remember how you'd be like, oh, let me just go Google this, and it's something that you could swear you'd be able to find, but then part of the issue was like you're scrolling through like whatever that first page is like 30 some links, and it's always like a web page, or then you might be clicking on like a blog
Yeah.
where someone's talking about it, and it's like with this AI stuff, you can literally ask it a question and it'll like bullet point step by step, or you can say like, walk me through this as if I'm an idiot, step by step, everything
Right.
of how I should do it here. So I essentially did that, and maybe I'm gonna. I didn't say the like an idiot, so I might let Grok know like, hey, I don't know shit about fuck on computers, so make sure you like, spell this stuff out for me. But holy shit, I was getting so frustrated because, like I said, I took the time to really read everything, make sure to go through all the processes. I tried to just do the normal download for it. It didn't work. Went back through. It said if that didn't work to do the manual download of it.
Right.
Went through, did the manual download. Same shit of like, and with it not working, the thing is like just nothing's popping up for me. If it was working, this thing would pop up. So I literally just keep going back to this page and nothing's popping up. And I don't know if there's something else that I need to be doing.
Yeah.
The next step that on one of these web pages, it said if it wasn't working, it was like, email me your log file. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I don't even know what a log file is.
What, you take a picture of my shit and send it to you or what?
But like, send me your most recent log. But dude, it just gets to a point where I'm just like, it can't be that hard.
No.
It seriously can't be.
Well, once we get that, we just get a fucking tripod and we just fucking roll. You know what I mean?
Dude, we don't even need a fucking tripod. Just stand it up on one of these things.
Yeah.
Like I literally thought we could have got it going tonight.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done ranting because I could just keep bitching about it. I'll get it figured out. I'm sure.
We'll get it figured out. But let's update the people here. It's been 2 weeks. Where this match is going?
Yeah, I was actually wondering because I thought that's what you might say. So we have a tournament in 2 weeks.
Yes,
June
we
8th.
do. We do. Yes.
June 8th. Very excited.
And I'm
for that.
wondering if Sandwich Bitch is going to be there or not.
I don't know.
Should we call him and ask?
Nah.
Okay. But yeah, we do have a tournament coming up in 2 weekends.
Have we even like gotten a rough? Did we say July for ours?
I think
Is that what we're
July
shooting for?
12th, I think, is kind of what I've
July
got
12th?
the gist of, maybe.
Okay.
So really, that's all we need to hammer out. But the boys have been practicing, you and I.
I personally went out there in a little bit of rain today.
You did.
Didn't bother me none.
You know what we did the other day?
What's that?
We went out in a little bit of rain.
We
We
did.
could practice a little bit. Hey,
We did.
And if guy that passed us on hole, what was that, 4?
Yeah.
If you're listening, how about you go jump off a bridge?
Yeah, no, we didn't think we were going to melt, all right? We were looking at the fucking radar, and we saw what was coming.
Yeah,
down
we're
the
smart.
barrel.
Hey, and guess what? We ended up passing you anyway. Because
Yep.
guess what? You stopped too, you fucking
Yeah.
prick.
Ran back to the clubhouse like a little sissy boy.
Little sissy boy.
Hey, Mars, can I get a rain check? Fucking
You
asshole.
fucker. But yeah, the match, I think it's coming along pretty well. I haven't really...
Somebody just got a new driver.
Somebody did get a new driver. And I'll tell you what, the kid hits it.
Don't matter where it's at either.
Doesn't matter if it's on a tee. Doesn't matter if it's off a tee.
Come on.
And I will say, it probably won't help us at Great Life, but it could help us at a lot of different places.
That's
that
true.
You can hit DOD,
Yes.
which means driver off the deck.
Yes.
for the the next couple matches. Maybe we go to Sand Creek Station.
Maybe we need to keep it low. Maybe we can keep it tight.
Keep it tight. Maybe we need to go 250 yards underneath a tree. We got that in the bag.
Got that in the bag.
You think these fuck boys got it? No.
Absolutely not. Oh, and can I just say, and I hope he hears this, and I don't know if he will, getting real sick of I don't know ball, trotting around on this little par 3 course that he goes out to every single day. And I don't, let me say this, I'm not hating on the every single day grind. I think that's sick.
Well, Crumbs was out there with him the other day too.
Saw that. But it's one of those things where it's like, I drive my truck every day, right?
Right, absolutely, as you will.
And there's some, for instance, there's this one area that I have to turn into that gets pretty tight.
Yeah.
Might be impressive if you see it one time.
Right.
But when you know that I do it every
day,
single day, every time, it kind of loses its, pop.
Pizzazz.
Pizzazz. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
So when he's out here on this course that he knows, it's a par 3 course.
I played it.
So
I played it. Trust me.
Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Yeah.
Come on.
So,
it's an apartment complex course.
Yeah, right. So it's Okay, thank you. Enough said, if you will. And not only that, playing with 2 balls, are we?
Yeah. I mean, some might say that's just a little bit much.
Well, it's like I get it if you're practicing.
Yeah, I get it.
That's fine if you're out there practicing, but I don't need to see how close you hit it when you're playing a home.
I think it's one of those things
course with 2 balls.
He's digging.
Yeah, right.
He's digging for the boys to be like, damn.
Wow, that's a good shot.
Great.
It's
It's not going to
Look, if I had 2 balls.
Now, if we didn't have
course.
this match going on, yes, maybe I would throw a, hey, wow.
Wow, good shot.
Good shot.
25 feet close to the pin. Good shot.
But we have a match coming up.
It's the thing of like if I went out to the Muni par 3 that I don't even play.
Right.
I've played it once this year.
Right.
I'm going to be hitting the greens.
Exactly.
It's just how it works on a par 3 course, dude.
It's basic knowledge.
It's just it's essentially a range. It's essentially a
I
driving
would
range.
think you are a bad golfer if you didn't hit the green.
Can I ask you a question? Is he hitting off mats out there?
No.
Okay.
Dude,
right.
no.
Okay.
And I'm gonna you know what? You know what really grinds my gears?
What?
Fucking mats.
Yeah.
Mats grinds my gears.
Yeah.
I hate mats.
Okay.
First off, it fucks your club up.
Yeah.
Second off, you don't get any better by hitting off mats.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day where you could be hitting the ball really well off the mats. It's because when your club hits the mat,
Saw it.
the ball pops up.
Saw that video probably the same time you saw it last week. Saw it again today, about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Went to the range today. It was wet. Had to use mats. Fiance was hitting it well.
Yep.
She said, hey, when we were out there, she said, why am I hitting it so well? I didn't even say anything. I just let her keep hitting it.
Yep.
About an hour ago, saw that video, showed it to her. I said, hey, you're wondering why you're hitting so well off mats. If you want to explain what the video was.
Yeah, so, of course. So, first off, it said, you think you're,
it said this is why you're a hero on the range
exactly.
and a 0 on the course.
Beautifully worded.
Like I said, I saw it now.
Yep. So, basically what happens is when you're on a mat, it's bouncy. It's bouncier than the ground because the ground is, solid.
Yep.
Solid. Solid ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're on the mats, it's a little bouncy. It's turf.
Yep.
It's turfing time.
Turfing time.
So, the second your club hits that mat, the ball pops up.
Right.
Because
if you're hitting, if you're swinging and you're hitting behind the ball, so you're making contact with the mat, let's say an inch or so behind the ball, which in reality would be fat.
Right.
It'd be a fat shot.
Exactly. But that fat shot ends up being a beautiful shot, beautiful straight down the fairway shot because the ball pops up.
Yep. When your club hits that mat and makes that bounce, pushes down on the mat, creates a little vibration, the ball pops up just enough to where it elevates, and since you're hitting fat, you're swinging behind the ball, your club is now scraping on the ground. Yep. it connects with it either
You're
center
hitting-
or high
you're
on the
hitting a sweet
face.
spot. Yep.
And yeah, you're getting a sweet spot. You're getting that ball up in the air.
And then that is why when you get on the course, you start hitting it fat.
Yep.
And then you start saying, man,
I was hitting it
I
so
was
good
really
on the range.
good. I was
What the
looking
fuck?
really good on the range. I was hitting fucking, 300 yard 4 irons.
Yeah.
It's because you're not that good.
Yeah. You're not that good, pal.
Not you, man. Not that guy. You're not that guy. So,
What's Memorial Day about?
I don't know.
Didn't Resley say it's in memoriam for every person that's ever
Oh,
died?
Wesley. I don't know. How about we ask Rock one
Yeah,
time?
let's.
Because I do
'Cause
want
then
to
we
give
got
a good.
another,
I
we
do
got
want,
another question
yeah,
for him.
I do want to. Oh, and we got to pay our respects. It is Memorial Day. We got to pay our respects.
Oh, that's why I wanted to make sure I knew what exactly this whole day was about. It was a boot.
That was a boot. Okay, ready for it?
Yeah.
Memorial Day, observed on the last Monday of May in the United States, is a federal holiday dedicated to honoring and remembering military personnel who died in service to the country. Originally called Decoration Day, it began. Well, we don't need to go into all that. So basically, it's just anybody that's died in service.
All right.
So,
Moment of silence.
yes.
Moments passed.
Almost passed. So thank you.
Thank you for your service,
For your
everybody
service.
out there.
Everybody that
if we got
has-
any servicemen listening,
Thank you.
hoorah,
Hoorah.
as they say. I didn't really prepare a speech for this.
I got it.
So you got off tomorrow?
I do.
I believe I work tomorrow night.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is. It'd be technically Tuesday for you.
It would, but technically the way that they do it, I am technically a Monday through Friday because when they dispatch in Kansas City, that brings us our freight, which
yeah.
starts their day, which
Right.
is technically our day, even though it doesn't start my clock.
Mhm.
They dispatch Monday night
Gotcha.
around 7, 8, 9 p.m.
Wow, that's kind of rude. What if you have a lost one?
I don't know. Maybe they do give us it off. They haven't let me know.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, maybe they should let you know before you drive all the way over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe they should.
But thank you, all the servicemen out there. We appreciate you. Thank
Yeah.
you for keeping us safe.
Kind of bummer the weather this
Yeah.
weekend.
I know tomorrow's supposed to rain all day.
It's supposed to rain all week, I think.
Good for the grass, bad for the golf course.
Bingo. It's going to be nice come June 8th, though.
It is, and you know what? I think we have a real shot.
I think we do, too.
Because guess what? This guy, new putter.
New
And you
driver.
won some quarters the other week.
I did. I'm kind of feeling pretty good about myself.
I think we're I think we're gonna do real good out there.
I think so, too.
Um,
Well, we got anything else?
I don't. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the 2 weeks. Everybody knows life gets in the way.
Yeah, but hey, we
but
got
we
you. We
appreciate
got you a
you.
long one here.
Yeah. We got you.
To satiate you.
We appreciate you listening. We appreciate the boys checking in on us every once in a while.
Yeah, because we did have some people reach out, say, "Hey, where's the
Where's the pod?
episode? Hey, how's everything going?
Yep.
Everything's going great."
Everything's great. We're vibing.
So,
So
guess there's one thing left to do here.
I think we got to hit it up with.
Where we came in, or
I think Baby Huey hits us. I think
I
Baby
like that.
Huey.
I like that.
I mean, that's kind of our song at this point.
I like it.
We
I was
gotta
hoping you
roll
were
it.
going to say that, honestly.
Good. I liked it. It felt good. It felt right.
Cold, cold eyes upon me, they stare. People all around me, and they're all in fear. They don't seem to want me, but they won't admit I must be some kind of creature if they're having fears. From my party house, I'm afraid to come outside. Although I'm filled with love, I'm afraid they'll hurt my pride. So I play the part I feel they want of me, and I pull the shade so I won't see them seeing me. Having a hard time in this crazy working hard.